Alright everyone, welcome to part 9 of the Forgotten City. Now that we finally managed to get the Roman plaque, it's now time to get the Egyptian plaque, which is apparently here in the Temple of Demeter. That doesn't look alarming at all. Someone's been through here. Well, we know that as mentioned by Georgius. Okay. When all else fails, remember to crouch down. There's always a secret space. Is there going to be combat here again? Someone's been here. This torch has been lit. We are definitely not alone, ladies and gentlemen. Someone's been here, or maybe is still here. Oh! Who's that? Hello? Khabash? Ask the old man if he's seen Khabash. Oh, so he's not Khabash.
You carry the gift of Prometheus in your hand. Remarkable.
I know, right?
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
I'm Adam.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
There's not even an option to ask him for his name. Found this place by accident.
Then perhaps the fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know. But first, a request. I have been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself.
Yeah, that's rough.
The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you.
That's a heavy load you're
Let
giving
us find
man.
out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the golden rule?
It's Pluto, Mickey Mouse's dog. It's Pluto, the god of the underworld.
Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time in the sun is over. Now, will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue?
Alright, sounds easy enough.
Wonderful. Then let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
Does anybody know the difference between right and wrong? I'm not sure. That's a pretty complex question.
You are an overthinker too.
Hell
We're
yeah.
the same then.
Hell yeah, anxiety,
That's
brother.
probably why I became a philosopher. But if you struggle with right and wrong normally, then down here with the golden rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult.
I guess so.
Well, that's reassuring. And the truth is, you're not alone. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people. But under the golden rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
Again, that is the definition of right and wrong is actually quite subjective. Apart from the obvious, like don't murder, don't steal. Whose version of right and wrong?
That is an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Are you sure? Or is it possible that humans simply haven't figured out the right system yet?
I suppose we just haven't figured it out yet.
After hundreds of years, and as many great thinkers dedicating their lives to these questions, what hope do we have if our best and brightest haven't been able to answer them?
Damn, that got me thinking. Fine, what's your point?
My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong.
I'm not sure about that. Yeah, what about not?
Surely you would agree there are circumstances where an exception may be made, such as where it is necessary for self-defense or to prevent a greater evil. For any rule, you can imagine there are countless situations in which that rule may be suspended, and those situations are impossible to codify. If there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them, and evil people will always find a way around them. And so we must accept our limitations, and the sad truth that no human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives. In mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached. Because the only way to create a utopia is with the ever-present threat of force, such as the Golden Rule. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector. And life under tyranny is no utopia at all.
I agree.
I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man. I would be happy to answer your questions.
What's your story?
You mean, how did I end up living alone in this cave with nothing but these relics of the past for company? It's a long story.
I'm listening.
I was a quarrelsome young man. At 19, I left Corinth for Rome to study rhetoric at one of her finest academies, so I could argue more forcefully. Back then, I used to enjoy verbally sparring with everyone I could, and I was good. One night, I found myself in a tavern in an argument with a drunk mercenary. It became heated. He drew a gladius, and I won the argument, but lost my
Oof. You still
I woke
won
up
at
on the
least.
banks of the Styx at a campfire opposite Karen. Of course, I tried to persuade her to let me return, but even with all my skill, I failed. I settled in, made friends, and learned what I could, quickly realizing our little community faced certain death under the Golden Rule. So I began looking for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this place waiting for me. You see, I was not the first to take refuge here. I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time to live out our days hidden from Hades' tyranny.
Hades? You mean Pluto?
They are one and the same. The Romans call him Pluto, but long before that, my people called him Hades.
Well, they're both Disney characters. I like the dog better. Why can't you return to the surface?
My generation was wiped out, turned to gold, many years ago. My friends and I were able to avoid the same fate by hiding down here. I think it's safest to assume that if I was to return, Hades would realize that his furies hadn't finished the job. and he'd send them after me again.
Wait, so this place, this exact area in the underworld is a location where Hades can't detect you at all? Is that what he's saying? Why can't you tell me your name?
I fear that if you were to utter my name in the city, even by mistake, that Hades would hear you and know I am still alive.
Huh. Okay. Where's everyone else?
I'm afraid I am the only one left. There were 12 of us in the beginning, but one by one, my friends passed away.
Oh.
Some from malnutrition, others from madness and despair. It has been lonely. Before my unexpected visit from Khabash some weeks ago, I'd not seen another person in many, many years.
Khabash, you say? How have you survived down here?
Living in darkness is not without its challenges. The first challenge is diet. Fortunately, I found that eating fresh fish provides most of the nutrients I need. And sometimes, when there are Greek people living up above, I surface at night and salvage the offerings they've left in the Temple of Demeter. The greater challenge is the isolation. So I like to imagine arguments, where I argue both sides. But, like so many things in life, arguments are better with a partner.
I mean, well, he has fish for protein. What carbs? You don't have carbs. Vitamins and minerals, fruits and vegetables. Damn, that's... How can you survive that long? And yeah, arguing with yourself, that's gonna fuck up your brain. I would assume. Being so alone with your thoughts for that long. Damn.
As you wish.
I don't think he knows a way out of here, but...
Ha! If I did, would I be living like this?
Yep. Yeah, I didn't think so. What do you think about the golden rule?
Did we not discuss it at length already? Oh, I see. You're toying with me.
Well, we did. Wanted to see if you had something else to say about it. Do you know where I can find a plaque that was removed from the obelisk?
You seek the plaque bearing the Egyptian inscription?
That's the one.
It is a cursed object, and I would be happy to give it to you, if Khabash had not already taken it.
Alright then, tell me where Khabash is.
I will tell you, but you may find him hostile.
Oh no.
To prepare for your encounter, there are certain things you must know. Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek. The architecture, the temples, and the people. When the Romans came, in typical fashion, they claimed it as their own, built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the shrine of Persephone became the shrine of Proserpina. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead. And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to preserve what they could of their heritage. They gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away through the Temple of Demeter, and hid them here, out of reach of the Romans.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
However, there was one thing that always seemed out of place to me, and it is the very thing you seek. An even older plaque bearing an Egyptian inscription.
And what exactly did it say?
We had no idea until years later, when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern to lay them to rest. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered another, an even older tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's possessions. You see, We proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts for stealing and corrupting our heritage. But it turns out this game has been going on much longer than any of us imagined. I think it is best you head through the catacombs.
There were Egyptians
and follow
before
Khabash's
the
trail.
Greeks. Is that it? What's in there?
There are certain things you must see for yourself.
Come on, you can
Take
tell.
this key. You'll need it to open the gate.
Okay. Into the catacombs. So I'm guessing it's the Egyptians were here before the Greeks, and the Greeks did the same thing as the Romans were.
I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret, yes?
Yeah, fine.
You carry the gift of Prometheus in your hand. Remarkable.
Okay, so yeah, apparently before the Greeks came here... Oh, that's pretty clever. Before the Romans came here, there were Greeks. Before the Greeks came here, there were... I'm guessing the Egyptians were here before them. Both the Greeks and Egyptians apparently broke the golden rules, and before the Egyptians, I'm guessing that's what the mystery plaque is here for. Oh, come on, friend of the philosopher. Please don't tell me they're gonna come to life. Hello? Khabash? Where are you? Okay. It's locked. Bosh? Okay, I think it's this way. Tell me this isn't locked. Bosh. Uh-oh. What the hell? What? Okay, stop right there. Oh no! Why are these guys alive? Am I not using the golden... Oh. Oh god, oh, no way. Sir, where are you? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh no, bro. Stop freaking me out. Can't see, damn it. Go away. God damn it. Why are these statues alive? Okay, so the Egyptians were definitely here before. Hello? Pop, pop, pop. Where is he? Aha! Freaking out now. Stop making this god-awful noise, buddy. What else? Crap, there's someone else. More of them. Oh no, it's behind me! Oh god, there's two of them! Go away! No! Fuck! Okay. God damn it! What else want to fucking fight? Come on. My life's not looking so good. Wait. Is this guy gonna be hostile?
Stop. Do not come any closer.
There you are,
Who
Khabash.
are you?
No, you first.
I am Khabash. Now, your turn.
I'm Adam. Nice to meet you, buddy.
And let me guess, another Greek or Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors,
Do I look Greek or Roman to you?
Trousers, boots, curious hair. No, I suppose you do not. Then what do you want?
You're making fun of my hair. Look at yours. I'm just looking for an Egyptian plaque.
To what end?
I want to return it to the obelisk.
That is welcome news. You really are not Greek or Roman, are you? I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain.
Alright, give it here.
Take it and restore the honor of Osiris.
Alright, there we go. 2 down, 2 to go. And yeah, that was a little too easy.
Now, as for the other plaque,
Other plaque? Is this the 4th plaque? You know about that?
indeed, I have it right here. I
Alright.
stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the hungry children of Amit.
You're
And
very
there it
helpful,
was.
Bosh. 3 plaques. Hand it over, buddy. Hand it
You
over.
may not.
What?
In fact, I am about to destroy it.
Don't do that, Khabash. Why?
Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie.
What exactly does it say?
I will tell you, but first, do you know what this place is?
Well, assuming we have Hades and Pluto, I'm guessing we're in Disneyland. The Duat?
Indeed, and I see you know our history. This is the Duat. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story, and here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and
Oh, there we
corrupted
go.
them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that desecration was not enough, they built over this place, using it as the foundation for their own underworld, so that ours was forgotten. My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades to Pluto, and the cycle began anew.
Okay, so what exactly is the problem with the plaque?
It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name. But if that is so, it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitations too, copied and corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us.
So you guys are not so
And
innocent
that
as
my
you think.
people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us. But this I cannot accept.
And why is that?
I sense a deception. Perhaps it is the work of Set, the usurper, seeking to undermine Osiris once more.
Maybe the Egyptians did the exact thing. If you give it to me, I'll destroy it for you. He's not gonna believe me.
You will never know.
Oh,
This work of sacrilege must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris's name.
oh, come on.
You are too late.
Oh,
It is
no.
done.
No! Oh. Great. Now I'm going to have to go in after it. It was right there.
You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness.
No, this is Sparta, and I will find a way back up.
We shall see.
Oh, there's actually some dialogue options for him, so...
You again. What is it now?
What's your story?
I am from Rakotis, which you may know as Alexandria, the name of the city the Greeks built over it. I was a fisherman, like my father before me. Since the Romans had taken over from the Greeks, I took the opportunity to learn Latin and eventually traveled to Rome. When the fires broke out last year, I tried to help. I gathered terrified locals into my boat and led many of them to safety farther along the Tiber. On my 7th trip, a passenger demanded I wait for his brother. But we were full to almost sinking, and smoke was all around us. I told him his brother would have to save himself, and he tried to bribe me by placing a coin into my hand. When I refused, he drew a dagger and thrust it between my ribs. I awoke on the banks of the river to a stranger wearing a ram headdress. He said his name was Kirti, and at the time, I simply thought him odd. It did not dawn on me until much later that he was the Kirti, the ram-headed ferryman described in the Book of the Dead.
Do you know a way out of here?
This is where I belong, as caretaker of the memories of my people. If our ways are to be remembered, it falls to me.
Okay, what do you think about the Golden Rule?
I think if someone is to break the Golden Rule, it will not be me. For I try to live as I always have by the command of the goddess Ma'at. Do to the doer to make him do. As for the punishment that will come from it, I finally understand why it has long been said among my people that gold is the skin of the gods.
What do you think is down there?
I do not know. What could possibly lie beneath the underworld? Perhaps it is infinite darkness. Perhaps it is the lair of Amit, the devourer of souls. All I know is, it would be unwise to venture down there.
Joke's on you, that just makes me want to go down there even more. So, ha! I think.
Is everyone so contrary where you are from? Do not even consider it.
Well, I'll be going now.
Be gone from this place. Wait. You are planning to go down there. I see it in your eyes.
No, I'm not. Yeah, definitely. I definitely am.
You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness.
Again, this is Sparta, and I will find a way back up.
We shall see.
See my flashlight? Jealous of my flashlight, huh? Sumerian plaque. Okay. 3 down, 1 to go. Hello? Anyone here? Let me just make a hard save. Yeah, the Sumerians were here before the Egyptians. I don't think it's blasphemy, I think it's... Oh, that looks like a trap. This is definitely a trap. Oh crap. What did that? Oh no! Or not at all. Did it make a path for us? Nope, it did not. Can't move that way. Can't move here because there are spikes. Guess here is where we want to be. Better avoid that for now. What else is here? I can't move there as well. Fine. Let's see what this does. Uh-oh. No, I don't think the rocks straight make a path for us. Thinking they're just that, they're just traps. They don't make any kind of path for us.
When I told you that you would not find a way back up, that was not a prediction. That was a promise.
Oh, come on,
You will die
Khabash.
here.
There's no need for this to end in violence.
I disagree. I warned you against coming down here, against perpetuating this sacrilege, but you persisted.
Well, I'm
You
very
have
stubborn.
undermined and dishonored the true god of the underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed?
I mean, here you were just a while ago telling me that you're definitely not the one who's gonna break the golden rule. But now look what you're doing. Just hear me out.
Very well, I will listen. But if I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods, I will carry out my threat. So tell me, why should I let you live after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy?
I'm just trying to replace all the plaques taken from the desecrated. Something can be destroyed with a destroyed. It deserves to be destroyed. It's not gonna believe me this one. I am just trying to replace all the plaques taken from the desecrated obelisk.
Why? To what end?
I'm hoping it'll earn me an audience with the god of the underworld.
But why? What business could you have with Osiris?
I am going to confront him. I'm going to confront him about the golden rule.
Blasphemous fool!
What?
You have sealed your own fate.
Oh fuck. Wait, if you attack me now, you'll break the golden rule.
Ah, good. I welcome it. You see,
Ass.
the philosopher told me that each time it breaks, Osiris bellows with rage, and his voice shakes the very foundations of the earth. I can only hope one more tremor will lay waste to this fragile place once and for all, and you along with it.
Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. You idiot. What did you do?
For the sins of the one.
How many archers do you have? God damn it. God damn it, Khabash. Jerk!
When I told you that
Alright,
you
alright. There's no need for this to end in violence.
I disagree. You
Just hear me out.
why
There's no shame in building on the works of people who came before you.
that may be true of many things, but this is different. If our gods were copied and corrupted from an older civilization, does that not mean they are false? Does that not mean our prayers to our gods all fell on deaf ears because we were not even addressing them by their true names?
If gods exist, isn't it possible that they have more than one true name?
Now that I think about it, my people would sometimes call Osiris the
Uh-huh.
god of many names. Perhaps it is so. But the underworld of my people is so different to this one, and so unlike the way it was described by our priests.
Oh, come on.
Many of my ancestors endured great hardship to live good lives so that we may descend to the Duat in death and be judged accordingly. We prepare to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scales and to swear ourselves innocent of sin before the 42 assessors of Ma'at. And yet, I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now, I ask myself, did our priests steal and embellish the stories of an older people and feed us lies all our lives simply to trick us into obedience?
Isn't being a good person a worthwhile pursuit in the end of itself?
I am not sure I follow. Speak plainly.
Yeah, if you were only good in life because you expected a reward, were you really truly a good person? Now there's a thought you can ponder. Even if your beliefs about the afterlife weren't quite accurate, isn't it the important thing that they motivated you to live good lives?
Perhaps there is some truth in that. What is your point?
Are you going to abandon a lifetime of good character now that it matters most, just because you found out you were misled?
You are persuasive.
Jedi mind
Very
tricks,
well.
buddy.
I will let you live, and you may do what you will with that plaque.
Jedi mind tricks,
I will
Khabash.
remain here for a while and attempt to learn what I can about the foundations of my people's beliefs. Go.
Thank you. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, yes. Oh no! I thought it would come down from the stairs.
I will remain here for a while and attempt to learn what I can about the foundations of my people's beliefs.
Where is he anyway? Right. So 3 down. Man, you need to chill. You need to chill. And I have a better bow than you. It's gold. Okay guys, I'm ending the episode here. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 10. Take care of yourselves and have a nice day.